Yesterday, my band played at a Portland Pickles baseball game. Portland Pickles is a minor league baseball team here in Portland. My band hasn't been playing that much lately. We just released a vinyl of our latest record. We're really proud of it. But because life happens and, work and kids and the whole deal, we just haven't been playing a lot lately. I was really excited about this gig because we haven't been playing a lot. And pickles games are fun. People are walking around, kids are playing, and it's a chill environment. It was Dolly Parton night, or as they call it with the Portland Pickles, Dilly Parton night. So one of our friends dressed up like Dolly Parton and sang with us. We did a bunch of Dolly Parton songs. It was awesome. Funny story about the gig I want to share because it has to do with this whole theme of finding your guitar voice. I posted a video, I guess last week. Time is, who knows. I posted a video last week about my pedal board and about how I took the whole thing apart and put it all back together and what all that means to me and the whole deal. Well, shortly after making that video and posting it, we were at the rehearsal for this gig, and I was just having all these pedal board problems. Maybe they weren't actual real problems in real life, but they were in my head. I could not get my sound right. We were at rehearsal, and it was like either sounded good, but it was too quiet, so I'd turn up the amp, and then it didn't sound good anymore, and it was too loud, and too much bass, and too much mid, and I was tweaking my amp and my pedals all night at rehearsal, and it was bugging me because I just recorded a video about how, you know, how to have your own guitar voice and sound good and use your pedals. So I was using my PD Bandit 65. I was using this board, and I just couldn't. I was all in my head. So at the end of the rehearsal, I decided to just unplug this and plug straight into my amp, and we jammed a little bit. And turns out, when I unplugged the pedal board and went straight into the amp and we started jamming, it was awesome. I felt free. It sounded good. It felt right. I was locked in. I felt like me. I sounded like me. It was killer. So I walked away from that and I was like, you know what? I guess I just need to play direct through my amp for the gig. And I couldn't get that thought out of my head. I went to bed that night and I was thinking, well, what's it going to be like if I play direct? And if I play direct, how am I going to have control? And is it going to be okay? Am I going to miss my delay pedal? Am I going to wish I had something else? And re, I started playing over the scenario in my head. Couldn't sleep. And I know that this is not healthy. I know that I can be obsessive about my guitar and guitar stuff. Maybe you're the same way. So I decided I'm going to go direct. And then I went to work at the guitar shop. I talked to some guys about it. And I came home and I packed up my stuff for the gig. Then I unpacked it and I repacked it up in my pedal board. And then I unpacked it. And then I was like, no, I decided. I thought about it. And it was like, no, I really need to bring the board. It was dumb. I was a mess about the whole thing. Then at the very end, day of the gig, I put the pedal board in my, gear case because I thought, habits are hard to break. And I've been bringing a pedal board to gigs for, I don't know, 25 years. So I'll just bring it. So I brought it. However, I switched out the jam compressor for the J Rocket Archer clone because I thought, I'm playing my telly. I'll just turn the gain down on this. Just use it sort of as a mid bump EQ, and I'll use it for solos. So we get to the gig, and guess what happened? I'm playing, and at least, I don't know, the first third of our set, guess where my brain was? Not on the music we were playing. It was on my gear. I was thinking about my pedal board. Is the clone the right choice? Is my amp the right volume? Did I put the thing in front of the speaker the right way? Is that too much gain? And then about halfway through the set, I thought, you know what? We're supposed to be having fun here. And I just turned on the Klon thing, and I used my volume knob, and I stepped back and I just tried to focus on the moment and enjoying the baseball game environment, playing the gig, playing with my friends, our friend dressed up as Dolly Parton singing with us, my family watching, the whole deal, and it was awesome again. And I went back this morning and watched a clip of a video. I'll post it. And you know what? It sounded great. It sounded great. And I tell this story because, I'm so passionate about playing guitar. This is like, my special interest, hobby, hyper focus point. I love playing in a band with my friends. I love working a guitar shop. I love making guitar videos. I love watching guitar videos. This stuff is in my head all the time. And this whole thing was a good reminder that it's wonderful for this stuff to be in your head. But there comes a point when I need to be able to turn it off when it's time to go to bed, when it's time to focus on other things. And maybe the most important time to turn it off, all this gear stuff and whirring and tone and the signal chain, maybe the most important time to turn it off is while I'm actually playing guitar in an actual live environment with my band, with my friends. And I shouldn't be thinking about gear. I should be thinking about, maybe nothing. Maybe I just need to be in that moment, living in that moment, playing music. This goes back to that whole Kenny Werner effortless mastery idea that during a solo, if your brain is saying, I need to sound good, I need to sound good, I need to sound good, you better play good, you need to sound good, then of course you're not going to sound good. But if you are able to just sort of turn your brain off, or maybe a better way to say it would be to open it up and let what's inside here and what's outside here just sort of meld together into one thing. And then you play guitar as yourself in that moment, letting all the inside feelings just come out through the instrument and be what it is, and you're content and you're okay with yourself, then guess what? It's going to be beautiful. And the reason is because you and me and all of us as human beings are beautiful by nature of our humanity. We're unique, we're beautiful, it's awesome. Music is beautiful. If we can get ourselves to just calm down, then that true musical voice comes out. At least that's where my head is today. I'd be interested to know if you've ever experienced something like this. Or maybe you're really good at turning it off and going to bed at night or going to the gig and just being in the moment. And if you are and you have any secrets, please share them. Anyway, I hope you have a great day. See ya.